Okay, should look here. Okay, Daniel. What shall we do today?
Finish up the questions that we were doing since we stopped at 6C, I think.
Right.
Jamboard.
And we are at the end of the Jamboard. I'm going to make some space by deleting the harder questions from the papers, all right? The page 9, 10, 11 are the one that I don't think we should be using it.
Yes, please.
Just to confirm, I don't think I owe you another question. As in, I think I tried to explain everything, right?
Yeah, we finished 60.
60, okay.
So now it's on to 7. If I'm not wrong.
7. Yeah, 6 is good. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, all those smells like exam level. Okay, so I'll put in page 16.
So modulus is Pythagoras theorem, and then argument is just tangent.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, 60 or 7? Sorry, which one you're saying?
Let's do 7.
7, right? Okay, right. Yep. So for 7, you do have let's say that you do not have, you've seen this, let's say this feels new, and let's say I don't tell you what's the first step. What do you think you can do for Z?
If argument Z is 60 degrees, B and I are both positive.
B and I are, only B is real positive.
Because if it's 60 degrees, if you draw it out, what page are you on?
Says 16.
Oh.
If you draw it out, which is, okay, nice.
So you draw it out, it will be like that, right? For it to be 60 degrees.
You're drawing Z, just to confirm, right? You're drawing Z, right?
Both have to be positive.
Okay. Yes. But we are talking about, we're not talking about B and I here. We are not. That's Z, and Z is B plus I squared. So when you say both positive, I take it that I will not call that a B. I will call that, I don't know, X and Y, but try to avoid that. Maybe I'll call it C and D. Both C and D are positive, not B and not I. Will this be okay? We'll call this a C, we'll call this a D. So both C and D are positive, sure thing. Is this okay?
Let me say this. Wait,
Section 60, definitely, yes. D over C, yeah, of course. This is correct. This is exactly what I want you to realize. Yes, and yeah, definitely correct. Most definitely, clearly. It is that simple, so to speak. Like, it is how they define things. Yes. But that's not B, and then that's not I. Yeah, all those things are correct. Nothing wrong with that. What else can you do for the, to as a start? Don't erase this, okay? These things are correct, okay? But is there anything else that we can do? Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, sure. All these things are correct, right? And you're using the exact value, which I really like. All those things are good, right? And I can tell you that in some questions, this is like a very productive thing to do. Very productive. I'm still sure that this is a productive thing to do in this question, but there's probably something else to do in combination with this. That's why I say don't erase this. Never erase this. This is good. It's just that we want a bit, maybe one more thing. Yeah. Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. You can expand that. Yes. Correct. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. And what can you do with this? Mm-hmm. Nice. You can rearrange stuff. All right. Okay. Very good. And then
can compare coefficient?
ooh,
No.
we have to set up the z properly lah. We have to set up the z properly so that you can compare if you want to lah.
This is real, it's not real.
The 2b is real, but 2bi is not lah. Yes, correct. Mm-hmm. I'm resisting on helping you. Yeah, it is. I'm hoping that you can figure it out yourself. Yeah. But I do agree with what you're doing, and I agree that these are all needs to be done. And you're not in a wrong direction. Definitely not. Most definitely not. These things are good.
Wait,
I is not root 3c. Yeah? No. But it's close, I guess. We can. No. Yeah. Definitely not the c. Definitely not. Can you please write C, Z in terms of D and C? If you want to use D and C, please write it down in terms of D and C, please. C plus I. Yeah, I would agree with this. All right, definitely. Now, can we do something about this? Looks good to me, right? Looks good to me. Can we do something about this? Sure thing. All right. I totally agree with this one. Totally agree with this one. Great. How are we supposed to solve this if it is possible? Is it even possible to solve this? Normal math though. I would like to remind you that this is now normal math. Why? There's no more I. If this is a normal math, what will you do? Totally not complex math.
square everything.
No, I want you to regain your normal math, right? Because very disorienting. Yeah. So I'm just going to remind you by maybe something like this. Let's say this is 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. What will you do? Let's say, let's pretend.
Put calculator.
You can, or there's also another way. But I think putting calculator is fine. Would you do it differently in this situation than this? Is there a reason to do it differently here?
Square root, huh?
The question, be clear. This one, you say calculator. There's another one, a formula. Formula is when you cannot use a calculator, you say paper one, right? Formula. Okay?
Yeah.
So answer the question to yourself. Is this supposed to be treated differently or not? You can try the formula, sure thing. I will press the calculator first to the psychological implantation, right? Oh goodness me, B is not supposed to be unreal. Yeah, I'm gonna check it.
Is this part correct? The conversion from here to here.
Which one? Okay, let me check first. The conversion here is correct. I'm checking the one on top because if that is correct, then it worries me because we are not supposed to find B to be unreal, complex. See, B is real. Not supposed to be expecting I here, so I'm just checking for that. Minus 4 times A times C. Yeah, doesn't look good, right? Okay, let me check. And you're correct until then. Let me try to find the mistake here. Let me try to find the mistake. The flow of thought is okay. I'll kindly do the next question first, maybe question 8. Let me try to find the mistake. Yeah, let's not waste time. Unless you're also finding the mistake. Oh, goodness me, the mistake is so simple. What am I talking about? Okay, found the mistake already. Right. So Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
because the question tells us that B is real, we shouldn't assume that everything is wrong. It's just that I think when this appears, when the -8 appears, it is officially complex lah, not real lah. So it would make a lot of sense for you to check this line. At least check that line first, right? Maybe, yes, in page 16. Right. Okay, did you see anything? Anything in red? Yeah, that solves all the problems. You see anything?
Yeah,
you see me writing anything?
Correct, yes.
And I recant myself. Please, the B is real and positive. Please check this one, because this is where things becomes not real. Oh, makes sense to check this one.
B squared minus 4AC.
And when I mean check, I check the process going from here to here. So that's the process that you need to check.
Minus 4 times square times 3.
Check again. Check again. Check again. You make the same mistake. You make the same mistake. Check again. Yeah. Yeah, I can't tell you where. This one, I think you have to figure out yourself. But this will solve the problem. If you find a mistake, it'll be okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Right, got it. Right. Yeah, yes. And then solve a lot of problem, and you should get. He said the exact value of B. Yeah. Of course, you have two values, but the question only expects one, and there's a very good reason for it. Yeah, nice. Oh, this is looking very good. Yeah, very good. Nice. Let me confirm one thing. Do they expect you to do the B like this? So currently B is 8 over 2 root 3 or all good stuff. And of course, it can be simplified to 4 over root 3. But do they expect you to make it this? Do you think they will expect you to do that?
The answer is B equals root 3. So I got the wrong
which is clearly not the case here.
Yeah.
Let me find the mistake again and look at question 8. Right?
Okay.
Start with the argument. Argument's fine. Can you start question 8 somehow?
Oh, yes. Wait. I'm just trying to find the answer for 7.
Question 7, is it?
Minus B plus minus square root plus 4 minus 4.
Let's check the calculator. Okay, so this will be 3. This will be minus 2, and this will be minus 3. Right. Oh, right. So it is true that when I put in the calculator, I can put in the calculator here, right? It is true that the answer, one of the answer is root 3 or something negative. So that means the mistake here seems to be correct. No? So this one is correct.
So answer wrong.
Only after the formula. That means the formula and downwards. But this one correct because put calculator it correctly. Okay, so let's just find out the mistake. Right? Just find the mistake. I'll just redo it. V1. Yep. Yep. Found the mistake already. Yep. Yeah, I found the mistake already. I redo it lah. It's a simple mistake also. And the answer does become root 3 lah, as what the answer key was. If you could find the mistake without looking at my working, that's fine. You cannot, then just look at it lah and find the mistake.
Oh.
Just a simple one. Just a simple.
Oh no, I see the mistake. Oh no.
A simple one. A simple one.
Yeah.
A simple one. And it is good that you're making it here lah. Definitely. I've seen students getting disoriented with the simple math. For some reason, complex number does that to all of us. I mean, you'll get immune one day. Don't worry. Hopefully, one near future day. When you're ready for page 17, please tell me. Yeah?
I still can't wrap my head around that. Wait, let me think about it. Okay. Yep, I'm on question 8 now. Page 17, right? Hello. You are muted.
Apologies, I didn't realize that I'm muted when we're talking about. You are at page 17, question 8. Everything you know is enough for question 8. Enough. It looks disorienting, it looks new. But everything that you have is enough. Just like question 7. It was enough. How do we know? The mistakes are the simple one. Minus here lah, minus there lah, wrong here lah, wrong there lah, but not the general concept. Same with question 8. So now, what will your first few steps be?
We'll do cubic expansion.
You can cubic expansion. It's not that complicated. I think it's worth the trouble because I would hate the power 1/3 lah. I wouldn't like that at all. Okay, if that's your decision, let's give it a try. You don't have to cubic expansion out of memory. Yeah? Just do it manually. Lah. You'll be fine. Are you writing something on page 7?
I'm writing on my own paper. Okay, let me transfer over.
Okay. Okay. The question don't want you to find x, y, a, b. Not a surprise, too many unknowns. The question just wants this. I strongly believe it is not as difficult as it seems. It might just be done using simple techniques. I feel. I'll just check your expansion first. If this one, what you don't do the binomial? Okay. Agree with this, and agree with that. Yeah, I think I agree with your expansion. Here, your thinking process should be like question 16. You did very well there at this stage. You even know the page 16, what you're supposed to do here is something that you've been doing every time at this stage. You even know the formal name, something. So I was hoping, which is something that you seem to be comfortable doing. I see no reason not to try that here. Right? It works in the past, really like works very well. Your comparing coefficient is not very good, right? Wait. Oh no, wait. What? Oh no, it's very good. I'm so sorry. It's very good. Very good. Good. Working well. Okay. No harm, right? No harm doing all this. And then suddenly he wants something complicated as above. Right? I feel if this is exam, this is where you start to rack your brain. Before this is like normal standard procedure. You got here. Seems good. Let's just do what he wants, right? Let's just do what. Oh yeah, I know you already know what you're. I would. Okay. I mean, I'm okay with that. Okay. Oh, you're so close, man. You're so close. Come on. You're so very close, right? So very. Look at what they want. Just give it to them. Yeah, nice. Just give it to them, right? Nice. Yeah. Yes. Just give it to them. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be okay. Yeah. Very good. A lot faster than previous question. Very good. I mean, it's shorter, but you're doing it very well, right?
Let's go.
Right. Okay. See, the standard procedure are bearing fruit, right? Even though it's just confusing at times, but okay. Now 9. 9 is again another new thing, right? But and can I remind you that 9 looks similar to, which question is that? Looks similar, but not the same with 3a, right? Similar. So I'm not sure whether that helps or not. May not help, may help. If it doesn't help, just ignore that, right? Yeah, I don't think that would help. Yeah, I don't think 3a will help you. So what do we do? Oh, wait, it might actually help. I don't know. It might help. Oh, no. Wait, does it help or not? Wait, does it help or not? I don't know. If I don't know, I'll just try, man. I'll just try. But if you don't see the connection, then don't force it. I'm not seeing a solid connection. I'm seeing a possibility. That's all I see in my mind. So maybe I'll try. If you don't see it, then don't bother with IC, right? Just do what.
Mod Z is 1.
Mod Z is 1, yeah. Which is the Pythagoras of Z is 1, right? What you're saying,
hypotenuse is 1.
Yeah, which is something that we can use. Just like your tangent just now, tangent 60, you're using it like very well, right? Here, I believe we should be using it immediately. You can try.
Wait, this is what? Since z equals 1, therefore z minus 1 over.
Are you writing some? Oh, you're writing it 17. Okay, that's fine. We have round space. Z is not 1. What we're talking about? What are you talking about? Z is not 1.
Well, the
Z,
modulus
okay.
of Z is 1.
Yeah, please. Yeah. So Z is not equals to what? I mean, whatever you just now what you did is not okay lah. It doesn't give you an imaginary number anyway, right? Look, tried and true, standard stuff. Don't think too much first. You're thinking too much before preparing stuff. And the preparation are very
wait.
standard one.
I'm a
Do
genius.
standard stuff. Yes,
Let me
you
try
should be.
something.
Please do. Please do.
The modulus of z is x plus iy, right?
I'm sorry, you're saying? I'm sorry.
Mod z is equal to
Uh-huh.
x plus iy. Is that correct to
No,
say?
no. Draw first. I want you to, be grounded here. Right? This will happen in exam. So just draw. Just draw and you will see what you're supposed to do. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, there's a theta, but where's the one, right? The one will be, yeah, nice. And I mean, it will be great if you can put x and y. Okay, fine, x and y is fine. Right? So what is one in relationship to x and y? Let's not do that. Let's not involve theta, please. Let's not involve theta. I know theta is there, but let's not involve theta. Let's involve x, y, and 1. Right, Kirana, I can see. Please don't involve theta. Nice. And you can get rid of the square root. Nice. Now, is this what you're looking for? Will this help you? I mean, this is one, no? Correct. Nice preparation.
Preparation for what? What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to find z, right?
You are trying to find z, yes, and finding z. No. I mean, no, maybe not. Maybe not finding z, maybe yes. He doesn't ask for it.
I have to find z minus 1 over z plus 1.
No, he wants you to prove that it's a purely imaginary number. Maybe we can do that by finding z, but maybe not like the question 8. Maybe not. Maybe it is simpler than that. Who knows? But let's do the standard stuff first. If it is possible to do something else here. X and Y is always a good idea, yeah? Always a good idea.
I don't know. What can I do?
Your standard thing, I mean, you always sub z with, other things like x and y, c and d, a and b. Now, would you at least try that?
What do you mean?
When you're faced with z, I'm not talking about me. I see that you are doing it already. Like, for example, in question 7, you sub z as c plus di, just almost automatically. I mean, I did put a c and d for you, but you seem to be natural in doing that. It works. In the questions, earlier questions,
equals
X and Y, you know.
Y.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're saying here. And I think you should go more all out on that because it seems to be working in the past, right up to question 8. Seems like that's something that we can do lah. Wonderful here. Okay, Kirana, shall we just continue? Shall we just? Oh, I'm sorry. Gotta ask you first. Did you have class after Sunday, Kirana? I cannot seem to hear you, Kirana. Kirana, can you hear me? Testing.
Sorry, I'm quite stuck. I don't know what to do.
Plug the z into x plus y plus iy? No. I'll do that for you. Did that for you. Would it be nice? I think this would be nice. I think, yeah. I'm currently rather sure that this is what we're supposed to do. Is there anything to do after we sub it in? Kirana, can you hear me? I cannot hear you.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Are we ahead of class?
Actually, right, like this week, no more lessons already. So like, yeah.
Then we should simply go slowly and be additionally ahead of class. Okay.
Okay.
You were reading stuff and then you were our time stopped, right? And then if I'm not mistaken that you were trying to do something but then time runs up. If you want to continue from there, sure thing. Because we are ahead, we go slow and steady and full of understanding. Right?
Okay.
Daniel, I'll do the next few steps for you, yeah?
Okay.
This will look very similar to 3A, the method which does not work like that. But this time I'm going to do it again and I think it'll work. It's just a hunch though, so let's see. I think I got it about right.
So just conjugate. Okay.
This will be x plus 1 square. And this will be minus y square I square, which kind of, yeah, this probably will be good. Yeah, the bottom one will be good. So the top one will be, yeah, not a very nice thing. Yeah, this is very nice. I think we are not at the right direction because I can already simplify this and that as 1. So I like it a lot. No owing to that, right? Would you like to continue for me? Yeah, we're not sure. We'll see lah. We'll see what happens after we start. Can you continue for me? Oh, no, done. Yeah. No, done. We are basically done at this point. Yeah. Please do continue. Yeah.
Where does this come from?
Which one? I'm not saying. I square is minus 1. So minus y square is plus y square. I'm just rewriting it. I'm sorry, there's an I. It's an I. It's an I. Sorry, yeah. Bad writing. Miranda, are you okay? Can I help you?
I'm reading the textbook.
Sure thing. Daniel, are you okay?
Yeah.
Right.
It's a weird thing again.
I'm sorry, Daniel.
Hello?
How did that happen? Hi, Arya. Hi, Arya. Yes, I can. I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, I hope you see it, Daniel. I hope you see it. I hope you can see it. Are we okay, Daniel?
No, I cannot see it.
Daniel, why are you not using this? That one I'm not okay. Why are you not using this? To your advantage, lah.
Oh,
Why are you not using it?
how about that? Okay.
Yeah, I cannot say anything, but I think you solved the problem, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Can I invite you to look at 3A for a while? 3A will be at page 12. Look at page 12 for a while.
Yep.
Are you there with me? Right. Do you remember that this part is a dead end back then? Do you remember that? It was a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried something new, then oh, it works out. But then I promise you back then, this dead end method will be useful in other questions, just not 3A lah. So happens lah. We wouldn't know which one's which lah. Then question 8 appears, and question 8 is it? Sorry, just now question 8 and question. I'm sorry, 9. Question 9 uses the same method that was the dead end lah in question 3A. I'm saying this not to confuse you. I'm saying this that in exam we be open-minded look, and we probably want to try 2 approaches lah. Right? One will work, one will not. That's not a waste of time because we'll never know which one works and which one not beforehand lah. That's how I feel. Okay. Do we have any other question?
Nope.
This is it. Question 9 is the end, is it?
No, we have a lot more.
Oh, maybe I accidentally erased it. I'm so sorry. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. That's a question. It looks troublesome, but let's see lah. Arya, are you okay? Not seeing any video. Not sure what question 10 is about, so I'm just reading it. But question 11 is something basic that I want you to know, right? So the meaning of CIS is a shorthand. I think it's an informal shorthand. I don't know whether it's formal or informal, but CIS means cosine I over 2 plus I sine I over 2. That's what CIS means. So he's basically saying in the drawing, this length is 2. I'm so sorry. And this will be pi over 2. Obviously, pi over 2 is 90. Yeah? So I'm just pretending that it's not 90. That's your sine and that's your cosine. Again, I'm saying that question 11, there's nothing new. There's nothing new.
Okay.
So just get used to it because they're used to C, I guess, because I think we'll be using it very soon. Right? But then again, we have been using it for quite some. Hey, Elliot and Kakak Brian, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Elliot and Kakak Brian, I'll be assigning you to the breakout room. Okay. Arya, any problem with the video?
I'm connecting it.
Okay, Arya. Kirana, any problem so far? What your readings are all difficult stuff, I feel, all difficult stuff. So you want help, be more than happy to give you. These are all difficult applications, I feel, at least for the first time. Daniel, are you okay with 11C?
No. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel, I have no idea what question 10 is, so I think I might have to think about it outside the question. I have no idea what's going on. But 11 is... Yeah, Arya, I can see your video. Arya, are we changing topic today? I don't mind it.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, Arya? Yes, are we changing topics today?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's continue from the Sunday jam work. Daniel, are you okay, Daniel?
Yep.
Yep. Can you please try C?
Trying.
Okay. I'm not seeing any writing here, so in case you're writing, at least you know. Okay. Okay, Arya, are you putting questions in page 9?
I'm waiting for the thing to load.
Right, right.
Yep, good, good.
Okay, so you didn't write. I cannot see what you're writing here, but you could just correct it. Right. No need to rewrite. No need to write. If you know, then that's good. Yes.
Okay, so 6 is cosine cosine plus I sine.
Yeah, that's all. That's what cis means. It's just a shorthand for something that we already know. That's all. That's all. So this cis is just the bridge between the Cartesian form and the Euler form, which we're going to use, I think, immediately. I think maybe that's what's happening in question 12.
Okay.
Okay, so currently I don't have any question beyond 11. Maybe you can give me the questions afterwards. Question 10, please put on hold. I have no idea what's going on.
I'll add a new question 12 on page 19.
Okay, sure. Arya, are you okay? Kirana, are you okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right, Arya, just waiting for the question. By the way, Kirana, if this question is not easy to solve, it's not easy to understand, it might help to simply close the answer key and redo it again, or we discuss. It might. It might. Right? We probably won't understand it just by reading it, especially if no explanation is given to you, right? Teacher haven't talked, I haven't talked. So
Yeah.
rather than looking at it for too long, just close the answer key and then do it by yourself, and then maybe the discussion can start. Maybe. But maybe it's just too new to ask questions. Then we just do it first. Okay, I see it, Daniel. Okay. So I see that there's some work there, Daniel. Was that the old work long time ago?
Yep.
The trigonometric form is the cheese, okay? The cheese, but only one cheese. He won just one cheese. So no two cheeses like that. For the exponent form, that's what we call the Euler form, not the one with E, okay? The one that I introduced to you back then. So let me make it very clear what they want, yeah? Make it clear what they want. I'll put it in the, okay, I'll probably just put it in the simplest way. So, well, A is equivalent to 2 EI pi over 12 times 1, just to be clear, E I pi over 6. Now, can you accept this or not?
Where are you? Oh,
Page 19, the new page 19, yeah. Okay, Arya, why are you typing the question for me? That's not effective at all. We are already losing a lot of time. I don't want you to lose more time. Maybe you just, take a picture using your WhatsApp. I think probably easier. Don't type the question for me, please.
I don't have my phone with me.
Why don't you have your phone with me? With you? Why not?
It's outside. It's in charge, I think.
It's what? Sorry?
It's in charge.
Oh, yeah. Right. The next question, you show me on camera and help you capture, okay?
Okay.
Daniel, are you okay with 12A, my first step?
wait. Yeah.
Why do I do this? Because I feel that's the easiest way to deal with times when it is allowed. So now this becomes 2 EI pi over 12 plus pi over 6, which is nicely, this will be, I think, 3 over 12. So I think pi over 4, right? So pi over 4. And then this all becomes 2 CIS pi over 4. And that's your trigo formula. Right? This is your trigo form, and this is your exponent form. And I mean, that's it, look. That's it, lah. That's it.
That's quite cool.
It's very useful. The exponent form is very useful. The cheese form is just follows from the exponent form.
So exponent form is
the Euler formula, because it's exponential, right? Obviously, it's exponential, and the trigo is trigo because it's trigo form, got cosine, got sine. But my favorite is always Euler, and cis is just something that follows. The conversion is extremely easy, and that's why they are very friendly, and I feel that is a very good thing to use. Like, there isn't even much to learn. There's much to use. For B and C, and for 13, I really want you to practice this Euler form because that's what we need. Could you please do that? It'll be very fast once you know how to do it. And that's what I want you to be able to do. We are abandoning the Cartesian form for now, if you notice. We are. Okay, Arya, I can see the question now. Right? Sorry, Daniel, did you say something? Right. Sorry, Kirana, did you say something?
Is it okay if I learn chapter 9 because that's for my June holiday assignment?
Tell me again. That's why your June what? Sorry, that's what your
June holiday assignment.
Oh, your assignment includes Pythagoras, but it does not include 8.3. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 8.3 is not even, like, they didn't ask us to learn that.
So just 8.2 and 9. Let me confirm that.
8.2 with already.
Okay. I don't mind at all. You can forget about 8.3 for now. As I've told you, it is not easy. It is not. It is not. Yeah. I'm totally fine with you learning Pythagoras. It is a very useful thing. It is a very nice thing. Yeah, all good stuff. And I want you to be strong in your Pythagoras. Okay. As per usual, get used to reading by yourself and then start doing something and I'll help you there. Daniel, can you do 12B and 12C, please? I mean a bit. Can we do that?
Yep, doing now.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything as per usual. Huh? Arya, are you doing it somewhere, Arya?
That question I tried before, but I couldn't do it.
Can you show me your work? Just show me, I'll take a picture or something. Let me figure out how to help you. All right. So next question, don't type, yeah? Just show it to me like this, okay? Don't type, please.
I
Right?
thought you couldn't see it.
Yeah, for today I can. Sometimes the connection is bad and sometimes the connection is good. Today, it's not bad. I'm just waiting for it. Right, so first thing first, anyway, don't cancel what you have done, okay? Don't cancel what you have done. You do not know whether it's right or it's wrong. For example, I feel that your first line is excellent, Arya, yeah? So I like it a lot. I'll call this original, okay? Original. And then this I think is great. So this must be the new one, the new length and breadth is increased and decreased. But okay, this part is wrong though. So figure this one out, please. So just that point, figure this one out with your paper. All right, Daniel, understood. B is correct. How about C? Same method. And then 13 also same method. Well, C might be, never mind, the C will be fine. I know 13 will be fine. Arya, because I cannot see what you're doing, are you doing question 9? Good. Let me see. Oh, thank you very much. 0.75. Good. Now this is correct. Now 0.75. P is now correct. So now do this thing again. Right. Wonderful.
This is correct.
Kirana, now I'm seeing something. Is this B or is this C? Sorry.
B.
No,
Is
this.
it equal to this?
How did that happen? No, that's just totally wrong. No, that's wrong. If you draw, it doesn't make sense. One looks like this. So here's 4. Looks like that. That's your pi. And the other guy looks like this. A 1. A 1 with pi over 4. Pi over 4 is 45, right? The other guy looks like that. Look there. The other guy looks like that. Pi over 4. So that's the second guy. And this is your first guy. Do they look the same? I don't think so, because they are not the same.
Okay, I got my answer wrong. Wait.
B or C, is it? B. Let me see your full working, please. Like, don't like.
Wait,
let
no,
me
it's
see
correct,
it.
it's
Let me see your full working.
It's correct, so I just check the answer.
Correct, then good. Okay,
Yeah,
Arya,
it's
show me a
correct.
bit. Huh?
You still want to
Arya,
say?
show me up a bit. No, it's fine. If it's correct, then I don't mind, of course. 6.5. 6.5 looks great. I like it. And then 0. Yeah. I mean, Arya, is this correct? Your first answer should be correct. I mean, it should be in percent lah. Yeah, 8 point. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Oh, yeah, it is correct. I think it's correct. So, Arya, just to confirm that you're correct.
I don't know. This is my homework.
Oh, it's a homework. Is it a homework? Oh, okay, sure. It looks great. Your methods are great and fine. Okay. Please continue with area. The methods are great. Okay. Hopefully you're correct lah. Doesn't look wrong to me right now. Kirana, are you doing something or are you still reading? I don't mind you reading at all.
I read chapter 9.
Oh, please do. So Daniel, do try C, Do try C. Arya, when you are done or you are stuck, you show it to me, Right.
How do I find the area?
Well, the first area first, please. The original area is what?
The first one is 2p square.
Good. Original 2p square, right? 2p times p equals to 2p squared. Then why don't you just find the new area? What's the new area? It's not 2p times p, right?
1.875 square?
I
1.875
mean,
p square?
right, which is, I don't know, what 0.7 is it around? Is it correct? I think so. Oh, yeah, I think so. P squared, right? Using your calculator, am I correct? Using a
Yeah.
calculator, right? Okay, then do the normal stuff lah. Then after this, do what? Change is equals to simple stuff. Daniel, are you okay?
I just have one question. Because
Yep.
I got this answer, right? So 4EI 2 pi. On the
Is
answer
it B or
sheet,
C? I'm sorry. Help me. C or B here?
C.
B. Okay, B. C is
4EI 0. But 2 pi.
yeah.
same,
2 pi
right?
is 0. Yeah, 2 pi is 0. Yeah, but should you be writing 0 or 2 pi? I argue that both are currently equal, but there's always a preference to only do minus pi theta, minus pi theta pi. Based on this, I would slightly prefer 0 lah, because they don't want to go beyond pi for good reasons. So this is not just a matter of presentation, there's a practicality behind it. You may not understand it yet. I agree with the answer, Timur. Even though 0 looks very weird, totally fine. It looks totally fine. Okay. Aryav, can you, do you have the answer? Can I see it?
It's 0.75 p square.
The change?
0.25 p square.
0.25 p square over 2p square, right? You should be doing this, right?
Over p, yeah.
2p square, and then this will be 1 over 8 times 10%. So this is just what, 12.5%. Am I correct?
Yeah.
All right. I think the method is correct. Let's just see whether you're correct or not. Okay. Shall we move
Okay.
on? Let me take a picture.
No, I'm done. That was the only
That's
question I had out.
Yeah, no problem, right? Then what shall we do? Oh, your homework is not number pattern. Tell me what's going on here. How come your homework
Oh
is not
yeah,
number pattern?
it's no longer number pattern. Today we started on percentage.
Your number pattern is clear. Really?
Yeah. More or less,
What
it's
did,
clear. My
what
teacher
did your
didn't
teacher
assign.
discuss?
My teacher only assigned one piece of work, and then she stopped doing number pattern.
Oh, I feel that's a little bit of a... you learn a lot more than what your teacher teach, right? Correct, yeah?
Yeah.
It won't be wasted for exam purpose lah. Definitely not. I'm a bit I'm comfortable with when your teacher stop, but I'm very comfortable with where you are stopping. Definitely. So it's okay to stop number pattern right now. You have enough lah. We'll just do exam question from now on.
Can
Yes,
I
Kirana?
try out a few questions?
You should, Kirana. You should. We shouldn't be reading only. We should be trying out, and then you know how it feels, right? Definitely. That's how we explore something new. That's why I can help you the most. So Aryav, the new topic, you have the new homework. Your homework is done. Oh man, we're just way ahead. Is there any holiday homework, Aryav?
No, I have 2 more math lessons, so my teacher will assign it on Thursday.
Understand. Then why don't you go to your practice book and just practice a difficult percentage question from there? Because from my feeling, your percentage is good. I just want to see how good lah. Okay. Okay. So take your exercise book, your own exercise book. Daniel, you're saying, sorry.
I'm doing question 13.
Yeah. How is it for you?
Not bad.
Not bad. I like. And that is what you will, you'll be using. I'm sorry, you're saying?
How do I find the modulus?
The modulus is the length, right? And the cis form and the exponential form already have length and argument baked in. Am I making any sense?
Oh, R is
Both the
REI theta, R is the modulus, right?
Yeah. So in this case, the modulus is 2 root 2, done. No? In 13a lah, 13a, 2 root 2, that's it lah. Did that make sense? It's really visible in this form, which is the nice thing lah, I guess. It's a very nice thing.
Okay.
It's a feature lah. It's a feature.
How do I find the argument?
And the
use
argument
theta,
is
right?
also baked in. It's also baked in. It's theta lo in this case lah, for 13a. The argument is theta. How come we don't know the theta? I mean, we were never told in the first place, but it is theta lah. Does that make sense for 13a?
Yeah.
For 13b, there's a slight shift, so you just have to do your division or times thingy, and then you will still get the modulus and argument. Plain and simple.
So what?
Are you doing 12b?
Yep.
Okay, let's see how you do 12b. Important stuff.
It doesn't be, not 12.
You're at where? 12 what? Sorry?
13b.
13b. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, 13b. And 13b is important. Let's see how you deal with it.
Is the method
Yes.
correct?
Let me see. Oh, no, I can. Yes, very much, Kirana. Very much. Very much so. You're currently very correct. Maybe you do 2D, question D, and then you can move on to the next one. It's not very difficult right now. Yes, good. Getting used to stuff. Good. Arya, I cannot see your video, yeah? Daniel, are you okay with B? I would really want to cover B and C with you at least for today, because we're almost running out of time here. If not, I want to do B with you. I want to do B for you, sorry. Can I do B for you? You see how I do it, yeah? Yeah. I'm sorry, I have to... Sorry, let me refresh a bit. Jamboard error. So this is how I would deal with it, making full use of the new form, right? So I noticed that I would be just drawing out myself to help myself. That's one. That's I over 2. I is definitely 1. E I over 2. Would that be okay? This IZ will become 1 EI pi over 2 times root 2 EI theta lah. And I mean, with that, things will be very easy lah. Do you understand what I'm doing?
Yep.
Again, making full use of the new form, which is, I feel, very, very, I would say, advantageous lah in certain cases. Looking good, Kirana. Looking good. Arya, I can see your video again. Do you want me to take a picture of a question? A difficult percentage question, Arya, if there is such a thing for you.
Yes.
Okay. Daniel, I will show you 13C, yeah? And 13C, the way I deal with it is, again, yes, Arya? I'll take a picture.
See question
Which one?
48.
48. Let me see. I cannot. Could you move to the right a little bit? Just move to the right a little bit. Don't put it up, yeah. Just put it flat, okay? Put it flat, and then now I need your book to. Oh, there you go. 45 or 48?
48.
48. No, I cannot see. I can only see 46 right now. So would you please move to the right page? Okay. Oh, nice, very nice. Okay, now it's a bit too small. Can you can you move it up a bit? Oh, so difficult. Please have your phone ready next time. Okay. Yeah, cannot. This doesn't work. Yeah, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. Put it back again. Put it. Oh, what a waste of time. Come on, man. We're just trying to get a question here. Okay, Arya, take your phone. It should be charged already. Okay, and just take a picture for me, please.
Okay.
You understand what I'm doing here, Daniel, for 13C? Yes or no, Daniel? That's my last question of the day. Kirana, this won't be a nice number. Daniel, do you understand? I cannot hear you.
I'm still trying to understand this.
Can you draw eye? That's the biggest question. Can you draw eye?
One
Because
eye
if you,
is pi over 2. Oh,
what is the coordinate of I? That is the question.
so it's just EI pi over 2.
EI pi, EI, no, one, I mean, 1 EI pi over 2, yes, 1, yeah, I mean, 1 for emphasis. Yes, because of the drawing. It's always because of the drawing. Always, always and always. Looking good, Kirana, looking good. Daniel, are you okay with 13C? Come on, come on. Because your time is, I still want you to understand 13C lah. Why is it so? Then you can do it already.
Yeah, I can.
Again, based on the drawing. And that's all I do. That's all I do. I'll see you on next Sunday, Daniel.
This Sunday.
Yep. Am I correct?
Yep.
Have a very good
Week.
teamwork lah. Have a very good teamwork. Right,
Okay.
for your rowing. See you.
Oh, yes.
Bye-bye. Kirana looking good, yeah? All looking good, right? All looking good. Checking Arya, are you back? Yes, Kirana.
For question D, right? Because the
Mhm.
answer is actually decimal. But
Yes.
like if I want to put as first first decimal point, do I like include the 0?
3SF, please. 3SF.
Huh?
Sorry, would you please move your camera up? Move your iPad up a bit. Just move your iPad up a bit. No, up. Okay, yeah, okay, okay. What do you mean by this one? Do you mean this 0? Is that your concern?
No, because my answer, like the decimal.
13.0, 37.0 is the right answer. You must include the 0.0. You must, yeah, you must. That is 3SF lah, not 1 decimal point. I think the point is 3SF lah.
Okay.
But yes, the answer key should look like this also. Should be lah, should be.
Can I go check answer key now?
Oh, please do, please do. Oh, Arya, I'm getting it. Thank you very much. Yes, Arya, would you kindly do the question? Okay, now I can follow.
Okay, it's all correct.
Good, good, Kirana. Let me ask you a question. You say that your assignment is chapter 9 lah, and teacher have not covered chapter 9. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So does that mean that your teacher will cover it in this week? No, right? Because this week no lesson already, right?
Yeah.
So what is your teacher expecting? You study chapter 9 yourself and then do the assignment?
Basically, we got like some questions that we need to do for the assignment. So like
Right.
when school reopen, right, teacher won't go through. She will like just go to chapter 10.
My goodness, it's even worse than what? So chapter 9, you study yourself, do the assignment question. They don't even discuss the assignment question.
They only collect it and then we just do corrections, but like she won't like the teacher won't teach us. She will just like carry on to chapter 10.
Oh. Which means what we're doing right now is very important, right? Correct? Am I
Yeah.
correct? Sorry. And I want to emphasize to you that Pythagoras is something that will carry on to further chapters. Let me repeat this. Similarity, which what you learn, similarity and Pythagoras, the moment you learn them, they can just put it in any question from then onward. So it's not finish chapter similarity or finish chapter Pythagoras, then those two things are done. No, those two things are like gonna be used from now on. It's the same like the quadratic. You haven't seen it, but they will just pop up from now on, something like that. It makes it doubly important that we can understand similarity and Pythagoras. Having said that, Pythagoras is the easiest compared to similarity and quadratic. So we are definitely doing something good here, and I want you to keep practicing slowly. Okay. Maybe do 2-3 more questions, right? I cannot see your video. Can I follow you? Okay, got it, Arya. That looks difficult. Yeah, Arya. This looks difficult, Arya. Are you going to regret choosing this question, Arya? I wonder. Would you like to do it on paper, right? It does. I mean, up to you, lah. Yeah. I mean, looks difficult, lah. Okay, sure. Apple plus oranges. Arya, are you sure this is apple plus orange juice?
Yeah, it said a half of x plus 3.2 liters of both apple and orange juice.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the question can be interpreted differently. Uh-oh. I don't think that's your fault. I read it as, I understand it as apple juice, x plus 3 over 2, x plus 3.2 over 2, and orange also like this. That's how I read it. You read it differently,
Oh.
and it is possible that you are correct. I'm still reading again. Which one is correct? Oh, goodness me, the question is not very nice. Oh, goodness me, the question is not very nice. Okay, tell you what, Arya, you will do what you understand because it doesn't seem, cannot say wrong also lah. I will do how I understand. We will compare results, see the answer key. Okay, shall we do that?
Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay, let's see. Let's see. But who is correct? Who is wrong? I believe the question is not a very nice wording. No, I kind of disagree with how the question does it. It's not right to do this. Oh, I think you are correct. I think you are correct. I think you are the one with the correct interpretation. Now I see why. I think you're correct. Okay, so you go ahead and do it in peace. I'll show you why it doesn't make sense. Kirana, okay so far?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got 16 as y. So
Same as y. What do you mean by y?
so the
X
answer
you
is
mean, is it?
16.
16.
The answer is
It
16.
look. What is it? Y? Huh? Is it y? Why is there a y there? Can you check the answer, please?
I didn't define this y. Y is equal to total of.
That's what you mean. Okay, sorry. Okay, go ahead. Would you please check first? It doesn't feel like it, but okay. Let's check.
What?
Check
The
the answer key first. Yeah, check the answer key
Answer,
first. Are you okay, Kirana?
yeah, but is the method correct?
Question 2, right?
Yeah.
A, B, C. Yeah. Oh, no, totally fine. Still the same as the previous one, right? And I like your drawing at all. Can I confirm that the question doesn't give you the drawing?
No.
Yeah, I'm right.
But excellent, Arya. I like it. I like it very much. Okay, Arya, again, I don't like the way you have to troubleshoot a lot, but I like how you do the question. So cancel things out. Okay, Arya, very good for today. I will see you, I think, only next week. And after that, you have to go, right? So next week, a bit more intense before you go. Okay?
Yes.
I'll tell you the schedule.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Arya. Okay, Kirana, not yet. Yeah. So, Kirana, the question didn't give you a drawing and you draw. That is so good. That is really so good. In exam, you draw. If the question don't draw. Well, let me repeat it. It is totally not a waste of time to draw in exam. It is, in fact, saving. It is both saving time and saving ourselves, meaning we are more likely to be right if we can have a drawing. And we draw ourselves. Spend a little bit of time. Let me repeat this, Kirana. Yeah? You should draw even though you feel you're very good already in exam. Please draw. Don't just draw because right now I'm learning, I draw. No. please continue to draw. Yeah, very good. Okay, very good.
Okay.
Technically time is up, but let me just confirm one thing with you, Kirana. Your assignment, our assignment is not given, so I cannot even tell how much it is. Okay. No, time is up. I still prefer that you learn by yourself like this, but take it leisurely and slowly because you're learning something new. From my point of view, yeah, unless it's the hardest chapter or the hardest part of the chapter, you seem very capable of understanding the textbook. Now, why is it that you have never done this before? Why is it that you have never tried, studying yourself, especially in advance of the class, not after the class, before the class?
Mm,
You seem very, you seem able to do it.
mm,
Because
because like if the topic is hard, right, then I read,
yeah,
then like also like no point,
mm, before the class, no point really. That's what you're saying, right? It is too difficult to
what?
understand. You're saying is like this: if the topic is too difficult, then what's the point of reading before the class? Correct? That's what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
I can tell you that you are not absolutely right. No. Let me explain a little bit. I never expect you to understand before the class. But here you go, 2 times already you understand before the class. So it's a big bonus. What I'm saying is that you should read before the class, which means it's a short reading, 15, 20 minutes. That's how long you read just now, right? Read and then do, right? But the reading is only 15 minutes, correct? If you don't understand, after you read it, your teacher explanation will make more sense. Compared to you jump to the class, it's still a difficult topic. The teacher explained to you, but you go in blank. Isn't it slightly better if you come in prepared, not because you understand, but because at least you know that you have a question in your mind. That's for a difficult topic. Now this one, however, you're way better than that. You read the question and then you do it and you're correct. That means you understand something. Correct. Really good. This is a good student. This is what good students do. Very good. That's what your senior do. That's what your senior do. Yeah. Anyway, very good, Kirana. I hope to see you on Sunday. We'll talk about the assignment, and I hope you don't. You have more confidence of reading the chapter by yourself. You're probably gonna be very good. Yeah. Okay, Kirana. I'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Okay, I can see you. Yeah. Shall we do what we set out to do?
Can. I haven't picked the question yet though. Hang on.
Tell me why you picked the topic first. You tell me first.
I'm trying to do something politics related because that's the one I'm least familiar with.
Least familiar. Wait. For your first topic, don't choose something that is very challenging.
Very challenging. Okay.
Because we're trying to reorganize our way of doing. Don't do something difficult on top of that. Don't do something too easy also. Something normal, please. And then tell me why you choose this topic. Any difficulty choosing? Are you feeling okay?
Like
Are you healthy, sir? Are you healthy?
healthy, yes.
Okay, okay. Oh,
I mean, I'm looking at the questions and they
wait.
seem like not so standard.
So why do you sound like you're having a flu? Am I wrong? Allergic.
Okay, I'm
You
having
seem allergic.
a minor allergic reaction. Yeah.
Can you think normally?
Yeah.
You sure? All right. All right. Okay. Okay. The questions are not very standard, all of them. Choose the one which is probably the easiest for now, or just go to another paper lah. If you have trouble, tell me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have something on page 4.
The mass media today has focused on too much profit and not enough on responsibility. Oh, wow. Ah. Okay, so are we talking about Singapore here? Must it always be
No.
Singapore?
If it's Singapore, they will mention it lah. They will say like in your society. Yeah.
Because I think the mass media in Singapore probably not like this lah.
Mm.
So what happens if they don't specify the context?
Then it's just like in general lah. You can mention any country. It's only if they mention like how true is this in your society, then you have to contextualize it to Singapore.
So you mean I can choose Africa if I have enough reference?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Then mass media, YouTube included or not? YouTube, Twitter, that means social media lah.
In this context, they are specifically referring to like the news agencies lah.
Definitely not Singapore, not interesting, right? So you're not talking about social media and you're not talking about Singapore, right? Clear, yeah? This one is clear for you. Okay. Then how come you choose this topic for our practice today?
This is the topic that I'm the most familiar with, I think.
Okay, sure thing. I mean, I don't know much about America. I mean, I only know it's very polarizing. Same thing with Indonesia. No? That's all I know. It's very polarizing. I'm surprised that the question is angled this way. It doesn't seem current affairs.
It doesn't have to be like necessarily very current, I guess.
Really?
I can bring in like historical examples also, but like not too many also lah.
I'm just surprised. I'm surprised. Never mind. Okay, so you have accepted this question, right? So now, I take it that you want to write, not type. Am I correct?
I guess.
Now, that means you're okay. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. Now, let's remember what we set out to do. We set out to find a method in exam that will allow you to write a higher quality essay, right? That's the whole point. I ask for your benefit of doubt to separate the act of drafting from the act of finalizing, right? So we draft first. In your drafting, we won't give ourselves a time limit here. I'm pretty sure it will end one. It will not be an infinite amount of draft, pretty sure. But I'm asking you a few things about the draft. One, you just write enough for yourself. What does that mean? You shouldn't write incomplete sentences. You should write just the point of what you are trying to say or convey. Right. So the essence of the graph, a paragraph, the essence of the sentence, maybe in the form of phrases or something like that. Okay. Are you comfortable doing that? Writing not incomplete sentences, but in essence what you want to say.
Yes.
Okay. You're also not constricted in writing linearly. You can branch out your ideas if that's how you want to do things. I don't think a linear one is always the best thing. You may want to write in the form of 3 chunks, so 3 paragraphs. Again, are you doing it as a 5-paragraph thingy? That's generally what you do.
Planning, usually I'll just be brainstorming my 4 points.
4 points. That will be fine. That's totally fine. So you don't have to restrict yourself to 3 paragraphs right now, right? You don't have to. Understand? What else do we have to say here? Nothing much, right? You seem to have done planning before. You call this planning?
Yeah, but only recently.
You have not done planning in exam. Is that what you're saying here?
Yeah,
That's the-
I never really did it until like this year.
This year, sorry, it's
And
the
I
second year.
realized
Sorry.
that's a
Mhm.
major flaw in my essay writing.
Uh,
For A levels,
so
like at least O levels, it wasn't an issue at all.
probably fine. Yeah, probably fine. Now, what kind of what makes you plan this year? Um,
I mean
what changes?
the questions are a lot more complex this time. Like I cannot just like jump into it
I
like
think
what I
so.
usually
Yeah.
do.
In fact, most people should feel that way, lah. Even the teachers,
Mm.
I feel lah. Even the teachers. Um, okay, I understand. So what I'm asking you to do is not new at all, lah. Right? It's not new. Okay, please do so. Please do so. I'll just follow your planning. Right?
Wait,
No
so
time
do
limit.
I type?
No. Please don't. Just right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right.
Okay, I just realized this is not very easy. That's okay.
You can swap for now. Yeah, you can swap if you want to, lah.
Mm. Right, okay.
Like this theme can be applied to a lot of other things, like technology. It can be applied to
Actually, yeah.
science. It can be applied to um, higher learning institute, right? It can be applied to many things. I think.
Mm.
Fourth estate.
Mhm.
I assume that you know what fourth estate is. Yeah? I have
Yeah.
no idea what that is.
Basically, it's like the press, the news agencies, they kind of act as a watchdog like over the government. Cause like if the government does anything corrupt, right, they can like kind of
Yeah.
expose them. Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it fourth? Sorry.
Huh?
Why is it fourth? You mean the the tripartite
The
division
first
of power, is it?
three- Actually, I forgot what the first three. I only know the fourth one is the media and the fifth one is the people themselves.
Oh, you mean that the first three is the division between the judicial, the the legislative, and the executive? No, is that what we're talking about?
I'm not very sure, but one of them, or maybe all of them are definitely like government or something. Can't remember.
I see. I see. All right, sure. Yeah, correct, no? Correct. The legislative, the executive, the judicial, and then there's
Oh, the modern one. Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, the modern one. Yeah. Of course, we wouldn't need to talk about clergy nobility thing, yeah, because I don't even know the difference between bourgeois and nobility. What's never mind, never mind. You don't have to worry. You feel like you are able to write, or you feel like you're a bit stuttered and blocked here?
I'm not really used to doing this like time. I
But
actually take my time to think through it.
which is what you're doing right now, or what?
And doing this time. Okay, ideally under exam conditions, I want to do this like in 15 minutes. That's what my teacher recommends also, 10 to 15 minutes.
Or to release the pressure a bit. Remember, you're doing this. It's still a bit new, lah. Okay, so why don't I set it as 20 minutes, right? Yes, I can 20 minutes. Then I think that's very reasonable, lah.
This is hard. Okay.
To be responsible, you have to be independent, right?
Yeah. Independent media.
Because even if you're not writing it, that's what you're is that what you're thinking about? The independence of the media.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you were saying about fourth expense. So the only way to achieve that is to focus on profit first. Feel that is the question. I mean, you can be independent from the state, but you may be beholden to many other things. So you must say independence and competition between the media. Hey, my thinking is totally different. Is my thinking just Yeah, my angle is different from yours. Different, but it doesn't mean that that's bad. No, it doesn't mean that. I just realized that it's different. It's just different.
Okay, why I said this question is hard because the point is to like encapsulate both profit and responsibility and have to compare both. Like
Wait, why do you say that you have to defend both?
Which one? C2?
Yeah. Why do you say that you have to be both?
I mean,
both should be the focus on media, right?
It's the more like realistic perspective. Because
in GP, are you supposed to defend that, or are you supposed to just evaluate? So let's say you mentioned, so that I know. I'm asking this so that I understand, not because I know what's the answer. So when you say both should be the focus on media, sounds like I would agree with that as a person, right? Are you supposed to defend that point first before then showing that the media focus on profit and not enough on possibility, or you don't have to defend C2 and just whack through it by examples?
Defense. Okay, for the structure of the essay, my teacher recommends like starting off with the side that the question is presenting first.
Which is?
So basically this one, the question is implying that profit is more important than responsibility. So we start off with that. Then in our second half of the essay, we go with the more like realistic perspective. And we have to back that up. So,
you have to back it up with what? Sorry, with the
like proper arguments, proper examples. So this one is 2 paragraphs. This one is 2 paragraphs.
So let me get an idea of C2. Again, we're not going to worry about your 20 minutes, right? So regarding C2, I totally agree that you should transition to C2, and that's why I asked, like, how much should we defend? So is the content of C2 something like this? Media must be independent. How can he be a fourth estate if not, right? Okay, independent from the government. So independent from the government must chase profit. But the only way to chase profit is to be properly beholden to other things like advertisement or the taste of the people. And you cannot deny that you have to do that if you want the media to be independent from the government, if you want the media to be exercising that role, right? So more realistically, since certain media will be beholden to their smaller section of the society, no media will be able to cover the whole entire section of the society, then the media has to be self-regulated individually, but it also has to be, so to speak, regulated by competition, right? And that will increase the sense of responsibility, something like that. So my argument is not coherent. Now, is that what you're trying, something like that? Is that what you're trying to say in C2, or is it totally something else in GP? I don't mean my content. I don't mean even my flow of thought. I mean the way I structure my thought, and I'll have to expand it. Is that how you're supposed to do it in GP, or am I missing the point here?
Wait, sorry, could you repeat? Processing a bit slow. Sorry.
Mass media has to be independent from the state if you want to exercise the role of the foreign state, right?
Yeah.
You know, for independence, then the media has to generate its own profit law, right? Or close lah. That's the consequence of generating its own profit lah, right? So, and the way to generate profit is to focus on a certain section of the society. You cannot cover the whole section. That's unfortunate law, right? So, like it or not, the media will not just be focusing on profit. The media will be biased also. How to counter that? So, you counter that by self-regulation. That's not very reliable by itself. You also have to count on competition and regulation. That means you have to put in a few factors so that the desire to profit, which is important for independence, is not overshadowed by responsibility. Something like that. So my flow of thought is not the best, the most developed one. My question is something like that. Is that what you're supposed to argue?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm not far off from imagining what GP is supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you do you. When I talk about my logic, just I don't mean that you should stick to signal. I'm just doing my take on the topic lah. Okay. Sorry. Okay, please continue.
Okay, no, my problem. I realize my problem is right. Like my points sometimes don't answer the question directly, and for these kind of questions, like they have a very specific requirement. Like I have to talk about both profit and responsibility.
Yeah, I feel that your notes up to this point are the context, but it doesn't jump to the question. I feel that the way I structure my logic just now is much more focused on answering. Like I'm laying out very quickly that they have to focus on profit or die if you want independence. So you got to bring in a few other factors so that the responsibility is there. Are you saying that that might be more on point?
Yes.
So what are you doing right now? Tell me, what are you doing? That means I don't mean that you're not trying to answer the question, but what is your flow of thought right now? Why are you writing all this? Tell me the reason why.
I mean, I'm trying to understand why do they need profit in the first place, and like what exactly is their responsibility for now. But I can see like how it's not really linked lah. Okay,
no, stop there. Yeah. So I totally appreciate that you try to explore and put. It feels more like it's not just exploring, but you want to cover as many angles as possible and as many. I think as many angles as possible in your note in this case. That's what I feel you're doing. Is that correct?
Yes.
I feel that is important to do outside the essay writing. Outside the exam. I feel that you should already have a good exploration background, which is that means I feel that we should be doing this right now. But for example, it could have been outside the 20 minutes. Of course, we wouldn't know. So this is something very important to do. Just not in exam. I feel in exam, my sentence just now cuts through better. So let me repeat my question. Then you agree or disagree first. Then I will ask something that I feel is important. So one more time. Media got to be independent, therefore got to make profit by themselves. If not, cannot do fourth estate. Okay, lousy sentence, but you get the point, right? Get the point.
Yes,
Do you agree or disagree with us?
agree.
Now, what was the proper question? This is not a proper question. I'm just going to ask it. Like, how come you don't think like that? Or are you thinking about something like that, but overshadowed by all the exploration? I mean, I know which one's happening right now.
Like, okay, that the how to say, I know that I'm supposed to be doing that, but it's like I'm not very used to it. So it's like at the back of my mind while I'm desperately trying to do something, I guess. Like explore the different possibilities.
So let me frame it in a very positive way. If you don't do this one, you'll be even worse. Correct or not? Because you jump right through the paragraphs and write stuff, and you will realize that you are doing the same thing, like not getting to the point quick enough, right? But after writing 2 or 3 paragraphs, after doing it for 20 to 30 minutes, that is where the feeling really sinks in. Am I correct? That's probably what's going to happen if you don't write this note.
Yes.
But if you write this note, you'll arrive at that feeling slightly faster. The feeling is going to be undeniable faster.
Yeah.
Fair enough, right? That means I am not asking you to go straight to the point on minute 1. I probably can do that out of luck, right? Maybe, maybe I know something about this topic I didn't expect to, and then I can just whack. To be fair, I don't know much about the responsibility. I know about the profit in a very pithy way, in a very realistic way. Probably because I've seen the Indonesian media, probably. Right. So just call me lucky. And because what I'm saying is that I don't expect you to cut through immediately on minute 1, but I suppose you should expect yourself to cut at minute 5. Exploration is totally fine. Why? Because our brain must be relaxed a bit, right? If you cut through immediately, it doesn't mean that you'll be able to write properly later on. That's not necessarily how you work. Maybe explore, and then get the feeling, and then how do I say? Cut through the few important points at minute 5 to 10. Instead of, I will argue you've been writing for 10 minutes, and then if I don't interrupt, it almost feels that you'll continue doing it. You will not cut through the chase. You will not. It feels like that. Correct or not?
Yeah.
Right. Shall we do that? Okay. Enough exploration for now. Doesn't mean that you cannot explore later. No. But can you cut to the chase around now? Whatever that means to you. I am slightly forcing you in a certain direction. Can you do that? Sustainable. No, what are you thinking, Rani? What's going on? Tell me.
No, if I try to write like the point I was thinking of, the line of reasoning will be similar to this.
Go. Put it in. Yeah, go. Put it in.
Basically, they have political agenda. But then it's-
Medias will have political agenda. Oh, no. In authority. Sorry. What? Okay.
But yeah, it'll be quite similar to this.
Huh?
Will it be similar?
You tell me your flow of thought orally.
My flow of thought.
Yeah, you speak it up, please.
Like both basically have the like hidden agendas for distorting information that's being published.
Whether authoritarian countries or democracy, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess. So I can like combine these two but I still don't have like the second point for C1.
Okay, wait. So in democracy or authoritarian, the mass media will have their own incentive, right? Will have its own drive to be biased. I mean, that's the most neutral word, right? To have an agenda, right? For different reasons, but biased still, right? And therefore, their news are not reliable. Even worse, very not reliable. That's built in the system, is what you're trying to say right now. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So the system does not encourage responsibility. You can define responsibility, right? Because I think you already define it as, I'm not sure, what are you defining? You're defining it as accurate news and unbiased, or from at least two different point of view.
Yeah,
That would be
objectivity, yeah.
a creation object. Yeah, no matter how ideal that might be, because that's why I replace objectivity with at least more than one point of view. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, being realistic here, I'm not even sure what objectivity means right now, right? Are you just reporting facts? Are you not caring about the story? Very difficult stuff to find here. Okay, so that's part one. Finished, right? That's it. In two different kinds of countries, both systems will incentivize or drive the mass media towards inaccuracy and biasness. Just give example, finish. So it may seem like profit or survivability in terms of authoritarian countries, survivability of the mass media is going to take, center stage, and responsibility is not going to happen by itself. That is your point of view for C1. Am I missing anything?
I still need like a second separate point.
Why do you say that? For C1 or C2? Sorry, for C1.
C1.
Is it? For C1. Why do you need a second point?
It's the structure that they recommend. Like
No. I agree that there may be a second point. I agree. Right? I'm sensing that you have no idea what it is right now. Do you have some idea about what the second point may be? Wait, yes or no? Yes or no? No idea. Very confused. Very confused.
Now no.
Then skip it first. That's what I mean by no. Ideally, I can speak something else. And wait. First point is rather comprehensive. So I'll skip point 2, paragraph 2 lah. Okay, I'll go to paragraph 3 and 4 first, which by the way seems to be more towards what you want to write anyway, right? C2 lah. So go to C2 first, and cut to the chase, and then I might trigger something that will bring me back to point 2, right? But I think my goal right now should be 3, 4, and I think 5. There should be a conclusion. I mean, this is nowhere near conclusion. Point 2 can support the rest lah. Yeah, it looks like you're now cutting to the chase. Yeah, it looks like it, right? Looks like it. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait, Ikoya, are you thinking about point the 4 or the 3 right now?
4.
Yeah. So I take it that your C2, 3, and 4 is the more of the center part of your essay, correct? Correct, yeah?
It's more like half-half. So it's
Half. What's the I'm sorry, I'm gonna say that you do, but do you have a conclusion after C2?
it's basically this lah.
So
It's-
this
it's-
is not a fair comment. Like you're saying that this is not a fair comment because media has to have both.
Yes.
I don't think you're answering the question. Because when you say both should be the focus on media, which is like that's a realistic view of things, you still have to answer whether media is focused on too much on profit and not enough on responsibility. You still have to do that.
It's also more, they can be more responsible lah, but still.
So you're saying that it is true that mass media today, because you say today, like not 10 years ago, right? Today has to focus on responsibility more because you don't see that. You have to give proof. And if you want a very nuanced and developed essay, then you go on and offer how lah, or to offer the reason why it is not possible right now. Yeah, which is not in C1 and C2. It is not at all.
Yeah, that's in the conclusion, correct.
Yeah, it has to be, and that part I feel needs to be developed. It's not going to be half-half like this. If this is half-half and then conclusion, then you are answering the question in a very late stage of the essay, and that is probably not the best thing to do. I would argue lah. I'll argue that right now. Am I making any sense?
Sure, what kind of question is this?
It's I think it's a question that you can answer by giving a lot of real life examples, which you seem to kind of have. Let me give you my take, okay? Let me give you my take, okay? This is my take, okay? We are discussing, right? This is like discussing a difficult question in chemistry or discussing a difficult question in math, right? Okay. I cannot give you the answer. I should not give you the answer, but I can prompt, I can stimulate what you're thinking, right? So I will lump this together as a very effective introduction. So this will be my two first paragraph, right? Two. I won't put it as a half, which means it's total 100%, right? I will just state the realistic point of view, like, look, in the two different countries, both are buyers. Okay, but if you don't give them the ability to make profit, how can the media fulfill its intended role, right? And then I'm going to define the responsibility properly first. Okay, that will be my setup at most 2 paragraphs. That's what I'm going to do. So in red, right? That's my 2 paragraphs. And then I'm going to focus more on saying, right, yeah, I think 1 paragraph, I think the media right today is definitely profit bigger than responsibility. I'll say that. So that's 1 paragraph, bigger responsibility, right? And then I'll outline the reason why, which is not necessarily covered in the first 2 paragraphs. For example, if I use the example of Indonesia, okay, you don't know the Indonesian media, right? Correct. So you don't get to use my example, okay?
Yeah.
So if I quote everything, I'll just quoting it in a way that doesn't directly help you, fair, right? Okay. So the Indonesian media belongs to most of the mass media belongs or have ties to the branches of government, usually the legislative power. That means your assemblyman. Your assemblyman usually owns a substantial share with them, even though it's not usually the president or the ministers, but the assemblyman has, right? So that's the direct bias already, right? In a supposedly democratic country, they do that, right? So they have bias in a certain agenda, and they do still have to make profit. What does that make? That makes for a very divisive mass media. It's a very divisive mass media. And that is the reality in Indonesia. Profit and agenda is just bigger than responsibility. Okay? Then I can just quote all the examples from the previous democratic elections. Totally political. I'm already going political right now. That's Indonesia. And you cannot use my example. Can you follow so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm supposed to give real examples, right? So that you know that my point is that. So really from the divisive 2014 presidential election, the governmental election, where when they have a lot of black campaigns. The moment I mention black campaigns, we know this is on mass media. We know that this is happening already. Black campaigns and brown campaigns. So that should be enough to establish my point that yes, the mass media even right now is still gearing up for the next year election. It's still going to do that. Okay, they're going to do that. Okay, that's for Indonesia. 1 paragraph. Then for the last 2 paragraphs, I feel that my essay will be mature and reasonable if I make it fair by commenting whether it's possible for them to avoid this, what are the ways to avoid this, and should I be in the 5th estate, whatever 5th estate is. What's the role of the government itself, and what's the 5th estate? Because I think the 4th estate shouldn't be simply a watchdog to the government. That's a very naive way of saying things. It's as if the 4th estate is very independent and the government is not. And that's not realistic. I feel that's not a realistic point of view. I feel that there should simply be a balance of power. So balance the power, no? If 4 is not enough, balance 5 lah. What's the 5? I have no idea. I will define it as the non-traditional mass media. So what is the role of the citizen journals? Citizen journalism? I guess that's what they mean by 5th estate. I don't know what's going on. So I feel that although it is fair to mention that the mass media has more bias towards profit and not for responsibility, I feel that all is not lost because there are other factors in play. in a society like Indonesia. That's my take lah. And that will be a 2 paragraph, 1 paragraph, 2 paragraph kind of structure. I feel that's quite a good way to answer this question. Okay, now you cannot use my example, correct? How do you feel about what I'm saying here? You are now the evaluator of my essay.
I think it's okay.
And why do you think it's okay?
I'm pretty sure it meets the requirements of the question, like what it answers to the point. I think.
And how about the way you structure it then? Because the way I structure it is very different. It's not just about Indonesia or not Indonesia. It's really about the structure itself. How does it compare to how you would structure it?
I think there's a more logical flow.
Yours is logical, though. Seems to me like. What's lacking according to you here?
There's like more focus on the like answering the question itself, for yours.
Can you adopt that for yours then? I'm not sure that's the right thing to say. Yeah, I mean, okay. Does that help? Will you be able to change?
Rephrase some things for the C2 to like go straight to the part where I answer the question.
Can try. Would you try that? I'm gonna erase mine. Yeah. Yeah, but this is the same feeling, you know. I feel that your details are gonna be fine. I feel that you know the facts. I feel that you know what needs to be known. Even all the sentences and all the formal jargons and everything. I feel that you are lacking in the overall structure. Right. I don't expect you to have that. That's why I'm a bit slow. Yeah, Keiko, I don't expect you to have that problem. I'm currently a bit surprised. I'm currently a little bit. Yes.
It's just like that doesn't really need to be a flow lah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to present like I can't remember.
Enough information.
Yeah. And the questions are not that difficult either. It's like what? The modern lifestyle has made us lazy or something. That was my prelim question. Then you just have to show. And you don't even have to like what is it? You have to pick a stand, like it's either yes or no.
Whereas here, you're expected to be more nuanced and unbiased.
Yeah.
The more nuanced, the more realistic, the more not unbiased, the more balanced your view is, the better it is, correct?
Yes.
Which is what I did.
Yeah.
That's what you feel. That's what you feel. Tell me again, if you can, what's stopping you from doing that? Because you seem to be able to recognize when something, fulfills the requirement, or something is balanced, or something is what they want.
Right? Yeah. I can recognize, but then the thing is, I can't really
do it.
Yeah. I think that's one of my main problems for like the A-level syllabus in general. Like for all subjects. It's not
Sorry, what do
bad.
you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Sorry, you tell me again.
Like,
What do
I
you mean by that?
understand the complexity of it lah, and what it takes to, give a good answer, but I can't really achieve it myself at this stage lah.
What do you mean by all subject? I'm sorry. What do you mean by this?
Like for literature, the requirements for the essay are like pretty much the same also lah, but I can't achieve that like nuance, bias, and unbiased like structure yet. But I know that's how it's supposed to be. For chem, like I know that there has to be, like for organic chem, for example, I know I need to use like the concepts of the movements of electrons and all that, or how the electrons interact. So
Yeah.
to be able to like come up with an answer, especially if they give like a completely new scenario, right? But at
Yeah.
this stage, I can't really like do it yet. Yeah.
Which is in chemistry totally not a big problem because that's the hardest and latest part of the question. In terms of marks, I'm being very practical, that is not a big problem. Compared to GP low, I mean, unless your GP or your literature aim is C, then C is enough already. What you're doing is enough for C. Am I correct? What you currently are able to do is C level.
Okay, for literature and GP, as long as what you're writing is relevant, then it should be a B. But if you want to
Which
get an A,
mean-
then we have to do all this. Yeah.
So even better than what I thought. If you just do your style, you will get a B. Right now, what you can do right now is already a B.
For this question, maybe not yet.
Okay, C lo, maybe C lah. We're not talking about D or fail. We are not. Well,
I've never gotten these.
it's a C.
Yeah.
What's your aim again? I
It's
mean,
maybe
well,
because like I'm not meeting the question requirements lah, but I know what the question is talking about. Like, yeah. And I think
If-
it's unfair, so.
if you can combine just now my structure with your knowledge lah, right? It will be an A. For example, just now,
Yeah, pretty much.
well, at least good chance lah of getting an A, right? At least lah, right? That's the breakthrough lah, right? That's the breakthrough. Now, let me clarify this. Let me clarify this. You specifically want to train for that, or you just want to do your best, whatever that is right now for this MYE.
I do want to train for that. I mean, it's for me personally, it's a skill that I'm lacking for all the subjects also.
Sorry, just now you say you want to train for that, or you do not want to train for that?
I want to.
You want to. I mean, put it this way, we have limited time, right? At the expense of, getting the more details, it's a totally different skill, right? Collecting the knowledge and structuring the argument, let's just call it that way, right? It's a totally different skill, right? It's almost a totally different part of the brain also. Let's just call it that way. So if you're going to train that part, which if I'm correct, it's a different way of thinking compared to what you have been used to,
Yes.
then you do need to do it at the expense of everything else, because it'll be fine at the end. You already have those other parts. You just have to activate this part more because you're training for this part. Given the limited amount of time, it will be a good result if you can achieve that under exam condition. Never mind what the score is. You are trying to achieve this under a certain pressurized time, a pressurized situation, right?
Yeah.
Whereas right now, under little pressure, you also cannot do it. That's the situation right now. Correct, right?
I'm a bit tired today.
Fair enough. Why don't we do this in Thursday, right? I mean, time is up today. But the training is now totally different already. It is not what I recommend you to do. You will have to do that after you can do this. It just seems that your need is different right now.
Yeah, that's
Again,
that's
the
what
note-
I want to focus on tomorrow. Okay, for I have no school on Wednesday and Thursday lah. They give us holiday to study. So that's
yeah,
what
good.
I'm planning to focus on tomorrow. Like the whole day just focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that you should put the structure, like you should argue the structure through. Not this kind of notes. This kind of notes can do that for you, but it doesn't seem to be that. Like the way I structure is, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's just different from how you do it, right?
Yeah.
I think you will need to do what I do with many topics without necessarily knowing the full detail yet.
Yes.
The details are not the only requirement to structure the argument the way I do. It's not really. If you could just do that by yourself, and then we can discuss the result, then we can talk about how to improve it.
Okay.
Not to discourage you, for my take, your structure C1 and C2 is at best 50% of the essay, structure-wise. I feel. That is how I feel that it is not answering the question. It almost felt that you are afraid to give your own opinion on the matter. It almost feels like that. It almost feels that you're afraid to take sides. Or maybe it's just tiredness. But I have that feeling though. It feels like you do not want to take sides. Not necessarily a good thing to take sides, but you do not want to do that. You do not want to give such a direct opinion on it. Hopefully I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, then less problem, less barrier, less barrier. What I'm trying to say, it's not easy to structure it. It's not. I don't know how to explain it right now. I really don't know. But it has something to do with forming our own opinion. That is what it means, basically. That's what the goal is, I think. Anyway, I'll see you on Thursday. Right.
Okay.
Sorry if I confuse you more.
It's okay.
Okay. I'll see you then. Bye bye.